Y'all ready?
3, 2, 1. Hi
Hey
guys.
Hey
guys.
guys!
Hey.
Hey guys!
So the funniest thing
Hey.
happened today. So like I was just in that bathroom chilling with my
Shut up,
girlfriend,
Alexis.
and then
Shut the fuck up.
Alright,
Hey
welcome
sisters!
back. Welcome back to welcome back to the Mads Cast episode 4.
Hey! What'd you say?
Today.
hey
Oh
sisters.
my god. No.
Anyways. Oh god, I'm so sorry for what
Oh
you had to
my
hear.
god.
Anyways,
I'm
Dylan.
so sorry for what you guys
Oh my
had to
God,
hear.
yes, we did.
I didn't.
Alexis,
Anyways,
shut up! Shut the fuck up! Oh my god!
I hate you guys so much.
What the fuck?
Can we just get like a solid intro for once?
She doesn't have to be a best friend.
stop talking. Thank you.
Cut. Cut.
Oh my god.
It was
This
good.
is a
It was
fucking
good.
mess.
Just keep going.
That was good. That
Just
was
keep
amazing.
going. Just keep going.
Alright,
Doesn't
fine.
matter.
Let's
Hey
go.
guys,
Don't say
part wasn't
cut,
that
dude.
bad.
Go with the flow. It's gonna be funny.
Alright, welcome back to the Mads Cast, episode 4.
Hey!
Hi, hello Sebas, how are you?
Fuck you.
Hi guys.
Alright, anyways.
Today we're
Hi.
joined again by Tony. Say hi, Tony.
Unfortunately.
Why does Tony have to go
Hey,
first?
guys.
Alright, I'm about to head out.
It's your favorite retard. Hi.
No one.
Also, once again, Jose. Say hi, Jose. How you doing?
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Oh god,
He's
an
black.
immigrant.
So,
He's an immigrant.
Alright.
Don't mind
Shut
him.
up.
And
Alright.
then
up.
special guest, Isaiah. Say hi, Isaiah. How you doing?
What's
Popping.
He's pretty cute. Let's be honest.
Yeah, bro.
Thank
Oh yeah, I'd like to
He-
point
he-
out right now, Isaiah is qualified to use the N-word.
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, cause we always say that Isaiah's black, but he's not.
Nah, bro.
He is straight up just not. Like,
Okay,
Okay.
here.
Here,
Hold on.
Isaiah, everybody shush Isaiah. Okay, of course he goes mute. He mutes himself. Here, I'll tell you guys. Isaiah is half Puerto Rican and half
Really?
Mexican. Yes, his mom
yeah.
is Puerto
I knew the
Rican and his dad
Mexican part, but
Mexican,
Puerto
right?
Rican?
So, typically,
Would you like to confirm that, Isaiah?
Isaiah has told me this like today.
Yeah, I
And-
remember him saying that. But...
Yo,
It's weird.
Alright,
I
Isaiah,
gotta be right back real quick.
would you please
my
tell them?
God.
So we're
Alright.
back on the Isaiah's race. I don't know. Isaiah, would you like to clarify what you are and why you are eligible to use this word?
Is he? That's my question.
All right, so
What's your ethnicity? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell a little bit of like a background before I just completely say it. But my dad used to be, my dad was full blown Mexican, right? And he used to call himself Black, like the nickname Black, and everyone used to call him that, like around his group of hooligans that he hung out with and shit.
Hooligan.
And that's how my mom first met him.
Yeah,
Because
fool
someone
me.
mentioned his name or his nickname being fucking Black or whatever.
So he's Blaxican.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright.
And all throughout my fucking childhood, my cousins and my sister, like, they would bully me a lot, and they would fucking tell me I'm adopted, like, all the fucking time. They tell me that I'm actually
Oh, damn.
Black, not Mexican, and that they adopted me and shit. And it was pretty fucked up. So after a while of like, telling myself that at a young age I was Black, I found out I'm not Black, I'm Mexican. And I embraced that for a while, but then I was just like, you know what, dude? I'm gonna use it for comedic purposes because people think it's fucking funny or something like that when someone's Black. For some reason, I just get a lot
What?
more laughs when I say I'm Black
It's weird.
instead
Like,
of Mexican.
you look hella
So-
black too. Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
I
kind of the
think,
don't-
thing.
I think his dad was actually, black. It's just that he was, from Mexico.
Yeah,
something.
but- There's
actually
like,
people
Isaiah,
like that.
Isaiah, like, he literally
That
looks
happened.
black.
That happened.
And Isaiah is also Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans get a pass. It doesn't matter, honestly.
I'm not Puerto Rican.
You're not? What are you?
I thought you
I
said-
knew it! I knew it! I was like,
What else are you?
he's really Puerto
Okay. I'm Mexican 50% and 50% Portuguese.
Portuguese. Okay,
Portuguese?
okay.
You're retarded, Martin.
I heard
Portuguese.
You got the
Portuguese.
wrong. You got the wrong P, dog.
Eh.
That's
Ew, he's a goose. Ewy.
shut up.
So I actually have 3 different last names in my family too, though.
We would like not to
Yeah.
not discuss this until afterwards.
Dox yourself. Dox
All right,
yourself.
dox yourself.
What?
You know, that reminds me. My dad in school, his nickname was the black or like the dark man because he would always dress in
Because
like
he played
all black.
basketball, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
He
being
dressed in
racist.
all black
He
and
wore
also that.
blackface all the time.
Yeah, Sebas' dad played basketball, so he's black. So Sebas can say the
My
Yeah,
father
like,
ate tortillas
his
off the
nickname in
streets.
school, the dark man or something.
the dark man. That's kind of badass.
Because he like wore all black.
Yo, why don't I get that then?
I
Why
mean,
don't-
I
why
wear all black,
But
so
yeah,
like, what's
why
up?
don't
I
you-
mean,
I wear all black.
we all
Gray.
do.
We all don't have fashion except for Jose.
Damn.
Dude, Jose's fashion
Colors.
just like involves him finding something at the Adidas outlet and then putting it on.
Basically, none of my stuff is Adidas, so that's like Dylan.
That's Dylan. Dylan
Oh,
is
my
Dylan
bad, the
is-
other one.
Dylan.
That's actually
Yeah,
really
it's
Dylan.
definitely
Dylan goes to
Dylan.
the Adidas outlet. This kid one day would be dressed up in
No,
Adidas
I
sweatpants.
don't get most of my
sweater.
Adidas shit at the Adidas. I
I
like
know,
I
but-
get a lot of my shirts and shit at Champs. Honestly, Champs has some good shit.
Oh my
Big
God, this
fat
kid's rich. All right.
champ.
Anyways,
Champs has good
Man,
shit,
I want
bro.
a
Like,
champ.
That's-
I get my
not just
clothes
Dude,
shoes, but,
from
like,
I was so
clothing as well.
sad. Champs are selling the Ultra Boost that I
If it's a
wanted,
shirt,
bro.
I'll buy it. That's my motto.
What do you mean?
if it's a shirt, he'll buy it.
Because
If
I
it's a
haven't-
shirt,
Oh,
you buy
Sebas,
it.
would you like to
what's
plug
the
in your
fucking hard to
dad's
understand?
whatever thing he gave you for a shirt?
What?
Huh?
Your dad would give you merch. At his own merch
Oh!
that you wear. Yeah.
Oh,
That has
fuck.
merch, bro. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
badass.
yeah.
That's
So-
like if a
Time.
it's like if a dad that was also a famous YouTuber gave their child merch.
So
What does your dad do
Sebas,
for a living? Sebas?
tell him, Sebas.
Well, he worked at like Mod's Pizza, and then he would always give me their
Oh.
shirts for free.
I've seen you wearing a mod pizza
Yeah, I've
shirt.
seen-
Walking advertisement, bro. It's crazy.
Isn't
I
Mod
am-
Pizza that place that's next to Gateway?
I think there's one
I
next
thought
to
it was
it,
next to
probably.
Safeway.
Not really.
Anyways,
No, there's one next to Gateway.
yeah.
There is multiple ones. Too.
Alright,
There's
alright,
like
anyways.
I know one where it's next to a TJ Maxx, I think.
Okay. Anyways,
TJ Maxx Gaming.
Bro. Add me, bro.
Yeah, Alexis changed. Alexis has 2 accounts on for PlayStation, and he changed one of them. He changed the name to TJ Maxx Gaming, like the actual
For
online.
some reason, instead of his like real name.
It was
Real
funny,
name.
dude. I'm gonna go into a lobby one time and there's gonna see TJ Maxx Gaming, bro.
You never used that account.
My sister used to work at TJ Maxx.
Dude, I want TJ Maxx to sponsor me, bro.
Yo.
I don't remember the last time I went to TJ Maxx.
I
Rick,
went there
I've
once.
never gone.
Why don't
to
we-
Bro,
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx is surprisingly good, bro. Not gonna lie.
Marshall.
They have a
It
lot of
isn't
weird.
that
Marshall
great.
gang.
I feel like it's like
Marshall's is garbage.
Marshall.
TJ
It's
Maxx is
extremely
alright.
mediocre.
No,
Bro,
Marshalls.
Marshalls
Yeah,
Marshalls
dude,
is
it's
hard,
super
dog.
fucking like
Marshalls and
predictable.
Ross,
Marshalls is fire.
They go kind
Oh
of.
my God, Ross! I
I
would
hate
always
Ross.
buy like Thomas toys and shit from there.
I hate Ross.
Bro,
the
Ross
tank
is
engine?
trash compared to Marshalls.
Yeah, Thomas the Tank and
They're
Hey,
basically
I
the
got
same
one of
thing,
my-
Jose. What do you mean?
No, they aren't, bro. I swear
They're
they
the
aren't.
same. I swear to
Swear
God, I
they
go
are.
in there
Dude,
and I find the
Marshalls
exact
and
same
Ross are
shit in both
completely
stores.
different.
No, they aren't.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I got something like pretty serious to actually to like mention to you guys though and kind of talk about. So like,
oh,
I
you're
mean,
gonna
Okay.
break it down on the podcast?
On the cast?
Yeah,
are
bro.
you comfortable? Okay.
You're gay.
Okay,
Alright.
no.
go ahead.
All right, go.
So if you guys didn't know, for the past year or so, my family's been struggling a lot financially and generally kind of stuff like that because of a certain person. I'm not gonna say who moving back into our house and a lot of issues with substance abuse and whatnot. And over the past year, they've been draining everyone's accounts. The family, my brother, my mom, my grandpa, anyone who they could get, from and all that. And because of that, I'm not sure when exactly, but in the next few months, I'm going to be moving to, I'm going to be moving somewhere else and going to a different school and all that. and it's gonna be like
Damn.
pretty far away and all that. But I mean, I'm not like leaving the state or anything, so I'll still be able to hang out like possibly if I, can make the journey and all that
You'll be moving
or
like a city away.
whatever. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
moving like a city away,
Yeah.
but generally like my life is gonna be a lot different after this, and I don't know what's really gonna happen because I'm the 15-year-old, I don't really get told jack shit most of just
Yeah.
kind of get told the basis of what's but I kind of felt like I should clarify about that, just to like kind of let you guys now on here rather
Yeah.
than like trying to let all of you know at once in person because on here, it's pretty kind of easy because all you guys are one place.
Yeah.
When did you find that out that you're moving?
Last Sunday.
Yeah, he told me during class.
Yeah.
Still got the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got the boys.
And this is about to be
Still
called
got no
Isaiah's leaving
boys,
us.
dude.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But in the future, who knows what'll happen.
Damn, that's the only
Yeah.
serious
Nah,
thing
bro,
we talked about.
I'm gonna get
This
my
whole
car.
fucking
I
thing.
already got a
And,
job,
you
bro. We
know,
finna get an apartment and you finna move back.
Honestly, like
well,
I want
I
to
mean,
like I was talking about this earlier, but I feel like once we're like a little bit older and stuff, like if we're all still living like in this area, I feel like it would be fun to like if like find like a shitty apartment complex, and if there's like apartments that are right next to each other, we could like fucking like split up and like each live in like one of the apartments like that are like right next to each other, and then they just like fucking hang out. It would be like living in a house, together.
yeah,
But
that'd be pretty cool. But I already kind of made plans with my brother once he gets out of the Navy to move in with him because we made the plan like a year ago that we were gonna get
that'd
a
be nice.
leopard gecko and a bearded
Oh, dude, I want a bearded dragon. But yeah,
But
I don't know. That's
you know,
nothing like official or anything, obviously. But I feel like that'd be.
but what I wanted to tell you guys, I just kind of wanted to tell you that and mention that my mental health has been suffering like really badly lately because of what's been going on the past year. Like I've been really kind of fucked up mentally the past while, a year. But I am going to be trying to get some help and maybe see a therapist once I have a secure, insurance and all that. And I'm going to try and be like helping myself out because like it's been rough, and
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say about it because I don't want to turn this into one of those fucking things where it's like, oh yeah, here's Isaiah. I feel bad for him for an hour and a half. Like, nah, fuck it. I'm letting you guys know right now. So
Don't worry, it's been
yeah.
only 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Um,
That reminds me when my mom took me to therapy. It didn't go so well.
What? Why did
Oh,
you
yeah.
go to therapy?
You must have to do therapy, bro.
Hey, most moms take their kids to Chuck E. Cheese. My mom took me to therapy.
Sebas, why did
Sebas,
your
explain
mom-
why you had to go to therapy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
She never really told me why. It was either because
We
like
all know
either
why.
my anger issues,
It's your fucking
my
anger
sleep
issues.
issues, or just like
See,
us not talking or something.
it's the first
I don't
one.
know.
It's the first one. It's the first one.
Anger issues? Alright.
Yes, see that.
You had
Yeah.
anger issues?
My dad said.
Imagine having anger issues.
There's a solid three
Alright,
people in here
Sebas,
who
I
have
want you to
major
tell-
anger.
It's Dylan, Jose, and Sebas. They're
And
constantly
then
Yo,
angry.
Isaiah,
probably
hey.
probably some others.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Isaiah,
I have a
me and you,
slight,
me and you, bro.
anger-ish issue.
Technically, I've had like 2 therapy sessions now.
Sebas,
Like, I'm gonna-
could you please tell us that story about? Well, this probably was a reason why your mom was convinced to bring you to therapy. That one time your mom took your PS4 and you locked the door. Could you please tell that story?
What?
The story.
Oh.
Where, yeah, your mom took your
Tell
PS4.
the story where you
No,
killed your
I
mom.
remember. It was like, I don't know.
Yes.
It was like
Wait.
crazy.
probably like 7th grade or something. But like, I remember my mom took my phone for some reason. I forgot, and I got really pissed. So I took her phone, and then she was like, "I'm not the kid here." And then like, she's like, we started like arguing. I think, yeah. And then she like disconnected my PS4. she tried taking me to her room, and then I like ran back inside, and like I like locked the door, and I plugged back in my PS4.
Yeah, he
Like,
took
started
the
playing.
PS4 from her and ran back into like his room and plugged it in.
And I still had her phone. And so like she's like, open the door. And I'm like, no. And then she started kicking the door and like she kicked it open. And so now
Didn't
my door doesn't have a lock, so I just kinda hope that no one walks in.
didn't she
Oh,
literally kick
bro.
it down like all the way?
No, not down, just like
Okay.
to the
Oh,
lock brick.
okay. When
I
you first told it, I imagined her going like berserk mode and just fucking kicking through that shit, and it just like falls onto the floor like entirely.
kind
I
of have a
think
similar
what
story.
happened at the end, like she was so done with it to the point where she just gave me my phone back. Yeah,
She
that's like
just gave in. What were you?
Yeah.
You have a similar story,
We'd like
Jose?
to clarify Sebas is not a
Um,
bad person.
Remember when like I had to do
uh
counseling at school?
Are you sure about that, Martin?
Oh, I know about that.
you had
Yeah,
counseling?
he had to do
Had
counseling.
one
Yeah.
counseling session at school.
Yeah, I remember that.
No.
That's
Yeah.
because you came to school late every single day, pretty much.
It was like over 160 or some shit like that, dude. Like I was
Yeah,
late every day and like absent a
literally
lot.
last year.
All right, Jose, tell your story. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but like I was in counseling in middle school, right? And like I came home, like my parents like wanted to have a talk about it because the school called them, and I just didn't want to because my anxiety was like just attacking me. So like I locked myself in my room and just like hid under the bed, and then like all of a sudden I just hear my door getting like knocked over and over. And, like all of a sudden my like dad just like bust through the door. And like yeah.
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah, he had to mute himself
So wait, why does Dad try to like break it?
because
He's like-
he
His
locked
rent
himself into the
was
room.
due.
He locked
Uh,
himself
Yeah,
into the room. Yeah.
because he didn't want to go, I think, to the counseling or something, and then so he locked himself
This is
in
eighth grade.
his room.
No, he said he went to the counseling and then he went home and he had horrible anxiety. So he just went in his room, locked himself in his room,
Oh,
and
it
hid
was
under the
after?
bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I thought my babies were loud.
that is you.
oh.
No, that wasn't me though.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We just triggered PTSD, bro. I feel bad now.
We can literally hear the kids in the
I
background.
know. I have myself muted.
They're
a lot.
crying right now.
Did I
Okay.
tell my counseling story
Here,
Can I
just
tell a
pause
story?
it until Jose gets back.
or just pause it?
Ask him if he's coming back.
Yo, we all have messed up childhoods, bro. That's crazy.
What you mean? I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yo, I got bullied a lot and I didn't even care.
I got bullied a lot too in middle school.
Now
Like
I never.
Yeah, but it was all jokes though. You know, we were all joking.
that was
for the
not
most
joke.
part.
That was straight up bullying.
It was funny. We were fucking around with you. You're
No,
still
no,
our
no, no,
friend.
no, 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 no. That was
See how
bullying.
sensitive this
bro.
kid is? Bro, he's so sensitive and unfunny that he
How
gets offended.
sensitive he is, bro.
Literally
Yeah, you
push.
guys-
Wait,
No, no, no,
you
no,
guys
no,
wouldn't
no,
let
no.
I'm
me
hearing
do
baby
it.
raging
Isaiah.
right now. I hear
Oh
baby
wait, no,
raging.
Isaiah didn't hang out with us in the Mexican table.
Probably not
I
for
used
6th
to.
grade.
I mean, he did. He was like, he a drifter, bro. He'd come back every once in a while.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was
Isaiah
like
has a lot of friends.
I sat with you all throughout 6th, 7th, and partially like most of 8th grade until I got with him.
Yeah, since he got with Amanda, he's been dipping on us every
Yeah.
day.
Remember
Yeah,
in
what the hell,
6th
bro?
grade, we would
God,
like
what a
walk home
simp.
together.
Oh my god, wait, let's save that. But yeah, we could talk about that on the podcast. But yeah, honestly, that was so fun, dude.
Okay, but I'm
Man,
gonna be
best
completely
walk.
honest with you guys. I didn't want to leave the friend group. I really like that
Well,
friend group was
Yeah,
obviously.
we,
No,
we,
no.
we, we know that you didn't
We're
want
not
to.
like saying like, wow, this fucking
Dude, what
asshole.
the fuck, bro? You abandoned us, you little bitch. I'm about to eat your asshole.
like, I got with Amanda and it was just like I had to
Like
prioritize,
changed your life.
God, dude, this is why I hate women. This is why I'm a homosexual, bro.
and honestly, being with Amanda has changed who I am a lot and like what I do a lot because of how she is with a lot of things. But like she's still important to me, you know, and I still love her.
Mhm.
Like I
He's
had to
right
mention.
wing. Bro, he's right wing now.
So we were on the thing about me getting with Amanda and kind of like dipping out of the group, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you know, the context behind that was like, you know, at being the kind of edgy teen I wanted to be back in middle school. I focused a lot on like my emotional shit with females, especially like you know,
We all did.
with that fucking thought Casey, who I didn't listen to you guys about.
I warned you.
She was hitting on everyone.
Every single person.
Yeah, dude, like
Dude,
I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
listen to
say
you
it,
guys because I wanted
but I
something,
told you
like
so.
literally
Alex.
anything. You know what I mean? So it was like I didn't listen, even though I kind of knew that it was gonna end badly. But
So, anyways.
yeah, I left the group because of that. Because I got with Amanda and I had to prioritize my life a little more because you got to do that shit.
I
You know?
mean, yeah, I understand what you
We
mean.
understand and we forgive you. It's okay.
At least you're like
Yeah.
still part of the group, you know.
Dylan, this
Yeah.
isn't an AA meeting, okay? Calm down, buddy.
Just give me the most mellow
People
and sad.
makes
Dad, you're
mistakes, but
supposed to be
yours
at
just
an AA
involved
meeting.
you
gotta
killing
make
a
it
family of
exception.
5.
All right, so let's talk about let's talk a little more about no, I don't want to talk about Alexis. Let's talk
Dude,
more about Isaiah.
talk about me.
Isaiah, tell us more about you.
Well, what else is there to tell us? I mean, like,
Well, like we know your
Like
ethnicity and
Dick
stuff.
size.
Talk about
Yeah.
like
Which size pussy you got?
how about you finish this like missing part of the story that we had on
Or-
the whole Cole situation.
we already-
Because no, we didn't have Isaiah's part in it, and Isaiah was a huge part in it. So
That wasn't he in like one of your guys' group?
no, he wasn't neither one of our group. He was with
He
Felix.
was with Felix.
Yeah, so we don't know anything about what happened. Isaiah, what happened in Cole's? Like after I said, go.
oh, for the what?
Hide
The
and seek.
fucking hide and seek?
Yeah.
Where we got kicked out the Coles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
then security
what
guard.
happened was me and Felix. I forget if I went off on my own or I went with Felix. And sorry if I'm talking a little quieter. I'm in the kitchen right now making some waffles for my mother.
Okay.
But we went off. Me and Felix, we went like around a little bit, and like right after we split off from the game of hide and seek, and we're like, all right, yeah, we're out anyway, so whatever. And we started walking around. We noticed some big fucking fat dude who was watching us in the beginning when we were all in the store and like talking and shit. I noticed that he was following us, and I pointed it out to Felix.
That old dude.
Yeah.
And I pointed out to Felix, and he was like, oh yeah, what the fuck? So we went upstairs, and he followed us up the escalators like a fucking creepy bastard. And then the only place he didn't follow us, then he didn't follow us like after that, was when we went up the escalators and into the young boys shorts section.
Oh, you were there?
You know, because like fucking why the hell would he follow us into young boys shorts section? You know?
Chopper's
then-
grandson. Dog.
And then me and Felix looked at shoes for a little bit. And then when we all got out there, the fucking guy, when we walked past him, he was like, your friends are over there. I was like, yeah, thanks.
You never got
And-
caught by Tony?
Nope. Or no,
Oh.
yeah, I did. I
Oh.
got caught.
Oh,
Dylan
so how did
is-
you get caught by Tony?
I don't remember. I just remember that I was out and so was Felix, so we just went upstairs. But
I saw you. I just
Sebas
saw you
never
walking
got
around.
caught.
Yeah,
I,
like
Isaiah, I just saw you walking around and I caught you.
yeah, but
Yeah, I
what
remember that.
happened afterwards outside, Martin, you fucking snitch. You just
I
fucking
didn't snitch. I told this in the chat. What other group of Mexicans of 11 people was playing playing hide and seek in Coles? What other group was playing? So I just said, you know
Could-
what?
Yeah,
we
when
could've
the,
just,
when the
you know, like-
security guard asked up and he was like, "Was that you guys?" And that was.
No, cause dude, we literally would say no, and then they'd be like, I don't believe you, and it would start so much more
I mean,
stuff. So I
it
was
was-
like,
Well,
it was completely,
obviously.
it was so obvious that it was us. So
we were literally right outside of the Coles, basically.
we were right outside the Coles, so I was just like, yeah, it's us. And then I admitted to everything, And well, I didn't admit to everything. I just said, "Oh yeah, we just played," and then he was like, whatever, 24-hour ban, whatever." I didn't care.
Yeah, we talked.
No, that's
Who
not what he
would
said.
go to
retard.
Cole's
No,
the
no,
next
he said
day?
he would have given us a 24-hour ban if we did it again. But
Even if we did get banned, like it's not like we're gonna go there the next day, bro.
nobody's gonna go to that mall the next day.
Martin, didn't you go the next day?
I went and then I stayed in the car because my mom went
Oh,
to
yeah.
Kohl's for the first time
I
in
remember
years.
him talking about that.
Yeah.
Martin was like, "Bro, we just got threatened to get banned if we go in there. You're gonna do some shit." And like for the first time ever, my mom trying to go to Kohl's for some reason.
Yeah, my mom tried going to Kohl's, but yeah, that was fun. You know, whatever. We already explained this.
We should do it again.
I'm kind of down.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
We need to meet up.
I want to do
Let's
it at
record
Valley
it.
though. Valley's more
Let's
entertaining.
record
Everyone
it.
can-
Everybody has a like their own phone, you know, their own camera and shit, and everybody will record their point of view.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You done?
We gotta get more than just us.
No, not all of
No.
Valley. Let's do
We
like
don't
a
need-
certain JC Penney. They're
We'll do a
really chill about
store,
it. And JC
And then we'll move up from there.
And then
Yeah, because they're used to people doing it. They're not just gonna kick everyone out who does that. They're gonna lose like half their customers.
Yeah, that's true.
JC Penny be dead for real.
So I mean, Kohl's is more dead. But we were the only
Yeah, no.
customers, by the way. I like to point that out.
Yeah,
Did,
there,
uh,
there,
Yeah, I'd
there
like
was
to
literally
say
no fucking
we were
customer.
not disturbing anybody. We were not damaging anything. We were not throwing things around. We were just walking around. We didn't
Fuck.
even
Maybe
run.
Sebas, bro.
No.
We weren't even
the
running.
way he
dude.
held
we
that
were,
brawl,
we
though.
we barely
We were just
ran. We were
walking.
literally walking.
We were walking around. And
What the hell
ducking
did
a
I
little bit.
throw?
We were like
The
sneaking
brawl.
around.
You don't throw anything, Sebas, but the way you're handling that brawl.
We didn't.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did we touch him? I don't remember.
It's good
we
in the
touched-
bra. But yeah, I'm just saying that right now because I don't think we mentioned that, and we weren't. There was no customers in the store. We looked. There was no customers except for that one fat dude in the white shirt. Okay.
It was gray. It was an old fat gray dude in a gray shirt.
Yeah, whatever.
It was pretty fucking creepy. And sorry
Oh,
about that. I'm gonna do it.
Isaiah,
It
and then
was
Isaiah, once
creepy.
you walk out, and you said what?
What? To the fat guy?
No, you walked out of the door to outside and you saw me, and then you yelled out something. Do you remember what it was?
No.
You said they racially profiled us.
Oh yeah. Someone fucking
In front of the dude.
profiled us.
Right in front
Because-
Yeah,
of
the dude was...
Because like first off, the fat dude followed us like around and was like watching us heavily when we weren't even fucking playing. Like right when we walked in, he was
it
fucking
was
like dead on.
creepy, dude.
And then he
It's not
started
like
following us.
it's not like we were disturbing anything like at all, like literally
Yeah.
at all. And that old dude, he didn't even work there. That old fucking fat dude that didn't even work there was being such a little.
I still don't remember seeing him
Too.
like at all.
You've probably never seen him. We did though.
He didn't really say anything to us, Sebas. We literally just I looked at him when we walked out because he was standing at the doorway still.
Is that you saw? Oh my god, what the fuck? Alright.
Is that arc done? Is that Cole arc hide and seek game?
Yeah, I think
done?
we're done with
that
the
arc
whole
done?
Cole hide and seek thing.
God, bro,
Okay.
that was like 200 episodes long.
Yeah, no, we just had to get that extra piece that was hidden. Anyways,
Yeah.
Isaiah, let's get an idea of like what I want to ask you, cause you're a really interesting guy. Like the way
I
you
agree.
think and everything, it's really interesting about you. Like you're also
Isaiah's the
very
type
mellow.
of dude where you could literally talk to him for like hours on a subject
About anything,
at-
really.
at like 3 a.m. You know, I've done that with him before. Like, I
Hey,
remember
Isaiah,
one of the-
what
of
you-
the
what do
I
you
think the only
about
time
now?
I've ever done that was with Martin.
Isaiah
Yeah,
is like
yeah, I think that's it.
Isaiah like is one of the few people that's like came over to my house like multiple times, and I remember one time, we went out, so we
Oh my God.
blew up air mattresses,
I
and then
remember that.
we blew up an air mattress and we put it out in my pool, and we were on there. We were like, oh, that was a good night. We were fucking around like recording videos and shit.
Mhm.
We had goggles on, and then like after all that, we were literally we were laying on the air mattress, just like looking up at the stars and just talking about like I don't even. It was weird shit for like so long. And we just
Yeah,
like
dude.
laid there.
Bro, I need
It was like
somebody-
some like weird
Like,
anime
my-
shit.
It's because my
That was
whole
part of it.
philosophy- my whole philosophy on like people is that the most meaningful conversations you can have with someone are ones that start off simple, ones that are like random, completely random, not planned. You don't go into it thinking, hey, I'm gonna talk to him about this and this and this and this. No, you go into it
Yeah.
with, okay, this guy is cool. I want to pick his brain. I want to see what he's about, who he is, because like I'm a really analytical person. Like I like analyzing people because it helps me like assess situations and
Yeah.
get to know them and all that. But those are the most meaningful conversations that I will ever have with someone. That's what I'm like, because you guys have all we're agreeing with that, that I'm different.
Yeah,
And
like,
that's like,
dude, sometimes
I
you're just
concur.
chilling in an Xbox party by yourself. I join and we talk for like 2 to 3 hours about a certain subject. Like,
Yeah, he's really good at that.
the only thing I think
Isaiah's like
So
the type
many
of guy.
interesting like views on things.
the main
Isaiah's
thing
like the type of guy you can talk about like anything really.
Yeah, like the main thing I talked to Isaiah about was relationships, right? Right, Isaiah?
yeah,
We had that.
yeah,
We had
and
all because me and Isaiah are like the only ones in this group that lasted in a relationship for like, like about a year. About a year in a relationship and shit. And we're
Stable.
shut the fuck up. We well Isaiah's in Isaiah was stable. I wasn't. But me and Isaiah both like had those feelings and shit, right? Like we both know how it feels like to be with somebody for so long, and like the pain and everything that comes with
Hey,
it.
Mark, I don't want to interrupt you, but Jose said he's gonna get on.
All right, that sounds good. Let's just continue and he'll join in. But, what's it called? Yeah, Isaiah would like, me and Isaiah would talk about it and shit. We'd talk about how the crazy emotions you feel and how Isaiah like what Isaiah says is like the best but the most hard time like he has had was with the person he's with, right?
mhm.
Yeah, and I mean it's true. Like whoever you're with, you're always gonna like. They're always gonna make you really mad, but they also like make you really happy. Like it's just a
Yeah.
normal thing, and everybody has
That's
to
a
know
lie.
that.
You'll have your
It's
like
because-
your highest of highs and your lowest of
Mhm.
And
like, that you're
people,
like,
the second a low hits, they just leave. They leave because
yeah,
they think
that's
it's
how
not
people
gonna
do
work forever.
do the relationships these days. They get in one fight and they like end it. People aren't about like repairing
Oh,
shit
if
these
you're like
days
me.
a lot of the time.
But yeah,
We're
I
talking
mean,
about
I think.
relationships now.
Yeah, I was talking about how
Yeah.
Isaiah like is
A
really
little
good
bit.
at relationships, like talking about relationships and shit.
Relationship
I mean,
talk with the mad guys.
Let's not get
Jose-
too into that because I don't really think it's like.
I'm not gonna say anything. Don't worry.
If
But
this
what's
is the
up,
appropriate
Jose?
podcast to talk about
So,
relationships.
no, I just want to like just say something like about that because it's just a lot of people don't know about. A lot of people don't know how relationships actually work. Not saying that I do because I'm not very.
Yeah, Martin's a pro in relationships.
I'm not good at
That guy just had
relationships.
15.
Shut the fuck up. All right, but like, I can't say I'm a professional at it because I never really was.
Well, you're getting paid to
I
be in a
got
relationship.
fucked up. All right, and it's.
Martin, it was just by 2 girls. You're over here acting like it was 10.
How long did your last relationship lasted? All right.
How
How many times?
Bro, they-
Okay, I'm
Yo,
not gonna.
Tony, you can't laugh at that. You were 2 weeks and you got
Tony,
raped.
you fucked her in 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
But that's all I wanted to say.
Isaiah,
At least I
Isaiah, do
actually
you know
hung
about
out
that?
with her, Alexis. I actually hung out with her. You just
Okay,
didn't
all right,
do
we're
shit.
done.
Bro,
We're not talking about
I'm gonna be
exes
honest
here.
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But what were you
I'm
saying,
gonna read
Martin?
some information,
I was just
bro.
talking about like
Alright.
how Isaiah was good at telling stuff about relationships.
And how's
And
it?
how-
Like we were just talking about Isaiah. Like
Isaiah
Like,
as
as
a
a person.
person and how interesting he is to talk about and talk
really
to
good at-
also.
talking to
Like even though you guys
Honestly,
had
though,
that
bro.
scuffle
telling
in like
stories.
8th grade.
and like going
Hey.
really deep into
Hey, we don't talk about the
topics
scuffle.
and deep conversations and shit.
I still remember that fucking scuffle like it was yesterday.
I was
Honestly, though,
I
bro.
was
It
there,
was
dude.
so
'Cause
dumb.
I don't think I was there.
I was there.
All right,
They
real
were-
quick, I'm just gonna break it down real fucking quick,
All right,
okay?
go.
Yeah, it was
So
very small.
I forget exactly what it was what Jose did to me, but I think he did that thing where he put his fucking kicks like the back of your knees, so like the pressure points, so that your knees give out.
So your knees go. Yeah.
And he did that to me, and I got a little fucking pissed. So when he turned to his locker, I fucking did that to him, and like I don't know what happened. Like I don't remember if I tripped or I like slammed into him on purpose, but my body made contact with his back, and he slammed his fucking face into the locker, and he turned around and immediately tried like squaring up with me, but. Like I wouldn't have let him beat me up because like I'm no bitch. Mom ain't raised no pussy, even though I'm kind of a pussy. Um, but like I would have fought back, but like I didn't want to fight him because like I don't want to fight my homie because that's some fucked up shit, you know.
Yeah, and then people
And
started
then
getting
like,
in.
and then thank God Joseph. It was just Joseph, dude. He fucking random. He's like, yo, like chill, like it's cool, like relax.
I
And
was
He
standing like
grabbed
right
me.
next to
He
Joseph.
grabbed me.
Joseph actually
Yeah.
like ran past me. Like he was right. Like he just ran past me, and then he like started getting in. And then there was like 4 kids like walk around. You know, I don't know the kids. I think like one had their arm on Isaiah just like to make sure he didn't do anything, or anybody to do anything. And yeah, I mean
This
it,
is
it
in the
ended
locker
up.
room?
Yeah, no, this was not in the locker room. This
Yeah.
is in the actual hallway
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
where the
Okay.
lockers are at. Yeah, and then they were chill they were chill like during lunch. You know, it was alright.
yeah, literally.
We were chill
we
like
made
2
it
minutes later, bro.
2 minutes
Like,
later,
it
they
was
right
just
so
started
dumb.
talking. It was like a whole
It
Tony
was-
and Diego incident again.
When was this?
This
Eighth
is
Yeah,
in
but
eighth
at
grade.
least
I
the
think.
Diego and Tony incident would have been funny to watch, bro.
That's,
Yo,
Alright,
Dylan,
you know what?
Isaiah.
do you want to say about the Tony and Diego incident?
Yeah, Tony. Do you want
Okay.
to
Yo,
talk
get
about
her!
your
Tony.
Talk about your quote unquote fight with Diego that happened.
It
last
wasn't
week.
a fight. It was like a
Was
It
it
wasn't even
earlier
a
in
fight.
the- it was-
They just started
wait.
catfighting for no reason because I think Tony put water in Diego. Diego got mad and then put water on Tony. And Tony got mad again, so he poured his Dr Pepper on Diego. Diego got mad again, and then just started like trying to scratch him. And then Tony's like, "Oh, that's I'm
I
about to
don't
scratch
even
him
know how
too."
the fight even
That
started.
is not what
That's
happened.
not how
What the
happened
fuck?
at all, Alexis.
That was
Shut
no
up.
water at
Here,
all.
let me set the scene because
Cause I remember you threw something at Diego, and Diego got mad again, and then he just
I
like
never
threw
threw
Dr
shit at
Pepper.
him. What? I never threw shit at
I
him.
don't remember that.
Alexis, shut
Here,
up. You
look,
don't know what you're
so
talking
we were-
about. So just let them
I'll
explain.
just give a setting, and then Tony can tell the story. We were walking back to school on the sidewalk after getting food. We were all eating a box of like chicken and potato wedges, right? JoJo's.
Joyos.
We were all
Oh,
eating
I'll take the
something.
most.
Tony bought a soda and
Because that's all he could afford. He bought a
Yeah.
Dr Pepper.
and we were just walking on the sidewalk back to school, you know, because it was lunchtime, right? All right, and then Tony, tell them what happened.
All I
Okay,
remember
so
is
I
just
was
something.
I was in the back with Diego. Wait,
I was
You were in the
was
middle.
behind us.
You weren't in the back. You were in the middle.
Yeah, me and Diego, like, I was like catching up to the front because I wanted to be at the. And like Diego, he did something like it fucking pissed me off. So I grabbed him and like I tried to like wrestle him down to the ground and like we almost went through the fence and shit. And then my soda just exploded all over us.
Hey, you dumped the soda all over. Well, you
Yeah.
don't remember what he said to you that made you just like fucking hug him? Because that's basically what happened.
Yeah, Tony. What Tony did. All right, imagine like kids like about 5 foot, 5'5", 5'6". One of
Hey,
them
that's
really
my height.
skinny just started hugging the other one and pushing him against the fence. That's what
Also
was
really
happening.
Both of them are
Then
Oh,
both
oh,
two-
oh! I remember
Yeah,
what happened. I remember what
scrawny
happened.
little-
Diego,
nerd looking
didn't
dude.
Diego
I
like
remember what
scratch
happened.
you and he cut you?
I remember fucking Diego. He kept trying to put me in a headlock, and I told him to stop because it was pissing me off.
Oh yeah. And then they
What the
started.
fuck?
they-
That's like pointing a gun at someone and they run away and you're like, stop fucking running away, it's pissing me off.
yeah.
I like to say that no one wanted to stop the fight. We were just sitting
yeah.
there. Just,
So this is
we're
what
just
Yeah, and then
eating
Felix
while watching
came
the
and
fight.
ruined it, bro.
Well, because
Felix
we know
ruined
nothing
it,
would have
bro.
came out of it.
Bro, we
Um,
all started just munching our food, just watching. It was like pay-per-view, bro. It was
Yeah.
good.
I
Paper
was,
really
I was in the
shitty.
front with my friend and I was talking with her and I turn around and I hear a scuffle going on, right? And then I see Tony pushing my Diego against the fence. And this is all I did. I just grabbed a piece
Your
of
Diego.
chicken.
You're Diego.
And then yeah, they were like you know, tugging, struggling, whatever. And then this is what I did. I reached down into my box of chicken and JoJo's. I pulled out a big chicken strip and I started munching on it, watching this scuffle go down. And then my friend.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
literally they were like pushing each other a little bit, and then they just like wrapped up, and they were just like fucking, just like struggling, just literally just like
They were trying to
hugging,
take each other down basically, and they couldn't because
Yeah.
they both know
It
how
looked like the
to
intro for a gay
Because-
porno.
Yeah, and then our friend Felix, the responsible and the strongest out of the whole group, came in.
he's
He
fucking-
Big
separated both of them. He's really scary. Well, he doesn't look scary.
He
But,
doesn't
like,
look
you
scary,
know,
but
Felix
he
doesn't
can
look
be
scary.
scary.
Felix doesn't look
He
scary,
can be
but
so
knowing the amount of
scary.
strength that kid
Looks
has,
like a little. Felix looks like a dweeb, but he's
he looks
so
like a
fucking,
dweeb,
like,
but he's
Okay,
incredibly
wait a minute. Hold
strong,
up,
and
though.
he
The
like
perfect
just
way
came
to
in.
explain Felix. The perfect way to explain Felix is he's literally like a fucking teddy bear. He's a big ass, like kind of. He's not big as fuck. Like he's moderately large, and he kind of looks like just your normal, kind of not dweeby-ish, but kind of dweeby-ish kind of looking Mexican dude.
Dweeby?
But oh my god, yo, he's a fucking powerhouse.
He's
Like
so
he's
He
got
really
some
is.
strong
It's
mass.
ridiculous.
He
really
doesn't like.
is,
He
bro.
also just doesn't really use like. He just
Yeah,
like go
he-
around like
yeah, he
punching
doesn't,
and
like-
stuff. He doesn't like
He's
Yeah,
such
he
a
show
nice
it off. He
fucking
doesn't show it
dude.
off unless we're like arm wrestling.
Yeah, he's also a rapper, by the way. So shout out
Oh,
Young
yeah,
Flex.
shout out Young
Flex.
Flex.
Shout out Young Flex.
Let's go.
Here's the
bro.
thing.
We love
Check
you.
I
out-
did
Like,
his
check
photos.
out- check
I
out-
did his
Here's the
photos.
thing.
Check out
Diego-
Summer Gas.
Di-
new
I
album.
did the photo for
Diego
Summer
is-
Gasp.
Diego is stronger than I am, but I have more body mass than he does. Like I'm bigger than he is.
Tony's
so
like
that's
kind
we
of
couldn't
weak.
take it.
Honestly,
Okay,
dude, I almost fought Tony
we
on
couldn't take each other
multiple
down
occasions.
because
and
I was
regret
bigger than
not
he
doing
was,
it.
but he was stronger than I.
It
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
matter.
like sometime in middle school, I think I remember like Tony pissing me off to the point where I actually like wanted to fucking fight
I
him.
wanted to fight
He's
Tony
pissed
too.
everyone off to that point, dog.
I
Let's be
almost
honest.
fought him in the
Okay,
locker
Sebastian.
room,
Yeah,
I
it's
remember.
pissed
do you
every
remember
single
Kevin?
person off.
Sebastian, do you remember Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, so like we were riding the bus. I was annoying the fuck out of him, and so when we get off the bus, he pushed me into a thorn bush.
I remember you saying that.
I remember in the locker room.
Didn't you
saying-
say like Rafe like? Like
Oh,
he
oh
got
yeah, oh
wrapped
yeah.
in backpack.
We okay. Like I sat down next to Kevin, and Rafe wanted to sit next to Kevin. So like Rafe, he literally GTA'd me and pulled me out of the bus seat into the aisle, and I was getting stepped on by everybody.
Didn't he like grab your
Yeah,
backpack too and like threw it in a puddle or something?
Yeah, that was later. That was in 8th grade. We were walking, and he grabbed my backpack and just slammed it.
Dude!
In the puddle.
And they're
Dude,
like,
buzz.
Oh yeah, and then whenever Tony was incredibly annoying, and he would like start saying shit, right? He used to like start talking, and what we found out, well, somebody found out, they started saying buzz to Tony to annoy him, and Tony would get pissed off, and every time Tony would try to talk, we'd just be like buzz. You know?
oh my
dude.
god.
And
And
Tony
dude,
would get
Corbin
annoyed.
kept doing that, so I slammed a book over his head, and he turned around and punched me in the face.
Oh yeah, that was in the
Yeah,
locker room, right?
I almost
Okay,
fought Corbin.
No,
dude.
it was
I regret
the
not
8th grade
fighting.
lockers. Yeah, here's the thing. Corbin's punch, it didn't hurt at all. It felt like a meat pad just hit in my face.
Yo, do you guys want to know
I
what I
flipped
saw
the kid out
Corbin
of the
do once
seat.
though? I had him in my class, and he was having like we were like doing like push-ups or something. We were in like our math class.
I
like, in the
fell
back.
on this kid in kindergarten on the fucking rock walls. I fell on him.
Oh my god. We were doing like push-ups.
Wait.
Bro, Corbin was
Wait,
just
didn't we say
doing
we didn't want a
clapping
long
push-ups.
podcast?
Huh?
This shit's already gone like an hour.
Nah, it's not an hour. Trust me.
Not even.
Yeah, it's not.
Look. So let's just say, all right. Tony pissed off everybody. Tony has pissed off everybody in this group to the point where they wanted to fight him. Isaiah was gonna beat his ass. I was gonna beat his ass. Sebastian was gonna beat his ass. Alexis and Tony, we were all hoping it was gonna happen, but it never ended up happening. Jose got annoyed by Tony, but never really got to the point where he wanted to beat his ass. I'm guessing
Yeah, no.
he never got
No,
annoyed.
not really.
Dylan did get
No.
annoyed to a point.
If it
Well,
was in middle school, yes.
yeah, Dylan did
We've
get
already
annoyed when
talked
he
about me
yeah.
wanting to
Yeah,
beat
we
the
already
fuck
know
out of
about
him.
that one.
I drew the swastika.
He drew a swastika on the back of his neck.
Yeah, I remember when I accidentally got like a marker exploded in my hands like in middle school, and like it got on Dylan's white shoes, and then
Oh my
Dylan just pushed
fucking
me.
god. Dude, you're such a little. It did not explode. You fucking.
It
were
exploded.
deep.
No,
My
I
ass,
swear.
it exploded, bro.
It
was
bro,
like a
to this
light
day, I swear.
And you fucking it like you shook it up or something like. And
No,
you were
I was
fucking-
shaking. No,
You were fucking with it, and then
I
it
was messing with
exploded, but because you were fucking with it, and then
Yeah,
it
but
got,
I
like,
didn't.
your shoes, and they were white. And I
But
was like, oh.
that wasn't my intent though.
Yo, I ever tell you guys about that time I almost fought some fucking like fat 7th grader in 8th grade?
No.
For real? Tell us.
This fucking stupid guy. So he was going around. You know how like at our school, at our middle school, we had to sit outside the doors to like wait to get in before 7:45.
Yeah.
Well, I was waiting over by the ones that are like on the left, like next to the cafeteria. And this fucking kid was going around screaming in people's ears. So when he
Oh
got
my
close
God.
to me, I fucking pushed him away. I was like, nah, you're not gonna do that. Nah, I'm not gonna let that happen. And then when I turned around and was talking to somebody else, I think it was Colton, maybe. My boy Colton, shout out Colton Herman.
Yeah.
We
Um,
love, we
Shout
love, we love
out.
Colton.
We love
on here.
Colton.
We
we
My
love
love
dad.
my
Colton.
boy.
Alright, anyways, go.
But I think I was talking to him, and like when I turned around and was talking to him for a minute or two, the kid grabbed me by my backpack and like pushed me against the wall in the bush and like kind of
Oh,
like tried to throw me. And then he said like, "Don't push people." And I turned around and I made it like a motion like I was gonna hit him, like punch him like in the fucking face. But I like ended up just pushing him hella hard and I said, "Don't fucking touch me." And he kind of like backed the hell up from there. But I would have beaten the hell out of him if he touched me again because like I don't I'm all for defending myself and self-defense and all that, but I'm not gonna just straight up if someone fucking pushes me or whatever just beat the fuck out of them. I'm gonna tell them like, hey, backs the fuck up.
Yeah, like
because
you would just like
because
I don't know, would just start fighting a kid. Like what? Like
yeah
you would pull an opposite of from Jose. Jose would just
yeah
fight the
because
kid.
what would happen is if I just started fighting him, I would have no fucking defense to say I was defending myself because I initiated the fight. If I
Yeah.
can get him to like hit me twice when I've warned him not to touch me or so I'm gonna fight him, then boom, I have a perfect self-defense. I'm literally gonna be like, yo, I told him to back up and he didn't back up. I told him I was gonna fight him and he didn't. So I was acting in self-defense.
I remember this one time. Remember how we had ping pong tables?
Yeah, we had ping pong
Mhm.
tables. Yeah.
I played ping pong like once
Yeah, me
out of
too.
all of middle school.
There was this one guy in 7th grade. I think I was in 8th grade at the time, and like, I forgot what he did or said to me, but I just got really mad, and I was like, "Nah, bro, don't ever say that to me again." He slapped me, and I slapped him back, bro. And like we were just staring each other down, and like, uh,
When was this?
the
8th grade?
thing is, the guy's like as tall as Martin, but
Oh.
like he's big, so I probably would have lost easily. But like when
Yeah,
I
it
get
was
mad,
8th
I get
grade, so
mad.
you were even shorter,
I get
dog.
mad. No, I get mad though. I get mad, bro.
Yeah, Jose would pick a fight. I mean, no matter
No,
the circumstances, he'd pick a fight. It just all hell would
It's
break loose.
Dude, it's just not
Honestly,
worth it to me. Like, why fucking start some needless, senseless violence and just try and
Yeah.
fight
I
someone for
never
saying
understood that. I'm
something?
not a violent person when it comes. Like, I don't like.
I just don't
I
get
don't.
pushed around.
I don't think it's ever necessary to fight someone unless you're defending yourself. Like,
I almost got into a fight in 8th grade with some.
Tony, you've been
What
in
are
a
they
lot of
talking-
fights. I feel like.
Tony, you've been in a lot of fights, but they're not even
Look,
fights. You're just,
So
they're not like actual like.
what I think
but
about
like,
like
what
dude, they're not like the fucking
What happened
PE
in
room
8th
fights,
grade?
okay?
oh, that was a nice fight.
Yeah,
Like-
like
That-
locker room
that
fight.
fight.
Those are some good fights.
like for me, like what happened in 8th grade, like I was riding the bus and like this 7th grader, we were like talking shit to each other while we were riding the bus. I got off the bus first and like I was walking to the cafeteria from the bus zone, and this kid he comes running after me. And we get into a fucking shoving fight. I've shoved him against the wall. I was about to hit him, and then fucking shit. That one bitch teacher, like 7th or 8th grade, I think. She was a female bitch.
Patterson?
No, it was the other one.
Miss that?
Yeah, her. She broke us up before we could actually get into like an.
Okay.
You know,
Go-
in her fucking class, some 8th graders spit on me, and all she did was go up to the 8th grade hall and say, "Stop spitting on my student," and then didn't even go after the fucking kids.
Yeah,
And then that
if
very
we
same
stood
day-
up in
Dude,
the
that
classroom,
reminds me.
we'd get a referral.
That's
Mhm.
Miss Patterson's though.
Yeah.
And the same fucking day when I was riding my bike home, those kids were walking and they were calling me a fucking beaner and a spick and like go back to my country and shit like that. Those
The
kids were
fuck?
super racist. They also called me and fucking Felix in 6th grade when like we were just arriving and all that. like in the morning for breakfast, they were calling us fucking spicks and beaners and shit like that too, because we got in line before them.
Huh. You know, like the whole violence thing, like I don't think like all of you guys in the group have pushed me around. Let's be honest. And
Yeah.
no, I've never done anything, right? Everybody could say Martin
Well,
the
except
friendly
you
giant.
fucking body slam me.
Okay, except for that point where Tony got. Okay, it's really hard to get me pissed off to the point where I would fight somebody. I and that's why I'm like really different from like Jose. I'm more like an Isaiah side. All these kids in the group have pushed me around, right?
Anytime push you around is in
What are
bed,
you-
baby girl.
I hated Alexis in 6th and 7th grade. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Dude, I
had
was just so
reasons.
annoying.
Suck.
Martin and I almost fucking
Dude,
made out.
It's
Me
crazy.
and
Like,
Sebas
because you're
almost
so like
made
you're
out.
so not annoying now.
Yeah,
It's crazy how much you
but
changed.
Tony, let's talk about that time. Tony was the only dude in this group that got me pissed off to the point where I punched him and I fucking body slammed him. So in the lockers, every time I'd go to change, I changed into my shirt, I changed into my pants, right? Because it's PE class, and this kid would just start doing shit. He started touching me. He would start doing some dumbass shit. He would start like talking and get me annoyed. And one time he's like, something about you're weak. I swear, you said something about me being weak, and that got me like mad.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and I fucking said, "Oh, you want to see weak?" And then I punched you like on your shoulder, and you got a dead arm. Well, you fucking he screeched. He screeched when I punched him. And then
Yeah, that's what Tony does. He screeches.
Yeah, he screeched, and then the teacher came over. He was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nothing." He's like, "All right." And then once we were playing dodgeball, Tony was on my team, right? Like 2 teams, right? That's a big team. Tony was on my team. He jumped on my back and tried headlocking me, like into a rear naked choke. And I like would drop him and shit, and like I got annoyed one time, and he jumped on me, and I fucking picked this kid up, and I just threw him on the ground. I look around, ain't nobody see that shit, cause me and Tony were hanging out in the back. Nobody see that shit, and I walked away. I was so pissed off.
I thought that was in the gym that when you
It was
were
in the gym, but nobody in the gym saw us. We were like in the back, like where the pussies hang out during dodgeball. Right?
Yeah, where Tony hangs out during
Yeah.
dodgeball.
Fuck you.
I mean, for me, I've never been in a fight.
hold on.
Actually, I got my ass
Really?
beat.
Really quickly, I would like to address how badly we have treated Tony in the past few years, and I would like to personally apologize for being such an asshole because it makes me
Don't.
feel
His
bad.
life is
No,
like
He
I mean,
fucking
like,
deserves it. Fuck.
It's like
we
no
all
one
feel
deserves
bad.
to be treated like that.
We-
And
As
same
in,
thing
it's
with you,
okay.
Martin.
I pretty much deserved it most of the time.
You
Like-
deserve it a lot of the
I
time,
feel like-
but, like I still like obviously you're still our friend.
I feel like we should feel bad for him, but he's just
I feel like I'm the only
Like-
one that does half the time.
No, I mean like me. And
Hey,
Tony
nah,
was
bro. I
serv-
say sorry to him, bro. Hey,
I
yo,
remember
Tony.
one time I talked to him about that.
Tony.
I was like, "Yo, like like we just."
I've
love
talked to him
messing
about
with
it, too.
you. Like honestly, Tony, like
It's just
dude,
tough love.
we. It's not that we hate you. Look,
It's tough love.
it's not that we
It's
hate
called
you.
tough love.
It's the fact that you annoy the fuck out of us like you were our little sibling, to where we bully you like you're our little sibling, right?
And
You
that's
say
why I
some
say
shit.
it's called tough love.
Yeah, that's why it's like that. Like, of course, maybe sometimes you do annoy us and get us pissed off, and then that's when we like actually get pissed off. But I don't think we'd get to the point where we actually would like just fall. Maybe we actually would fall.
Knock you out.
You know,
We wouldn't
I
actually
kind of
fight
want
you.
to fight.
Kill him.
I kind of want to fight Tony just to fight him, and not because like I don't like him or anything. I just want to fight him.
I
Just
really okay. This is the
Just
only
to
person
see,
in the
like,
group
what
that
he's
I actually
capable
wanted
of.
to fight.
I feel
next,
that.
next to Felix, like I would love to like just go. I would love to fight Isaiah.
Tony's already said that he doesn't know how to fight.
Isaiah, bro, I'd love to like just one day we put on some gloves and we just go on.
Yeah, Martin has a
Well, I
feather
mean,
for
you
like
took
boxing.
boxing, and I don't know how to fight, and I'm
Well,
also kind of
Okay,
jealous.
like
because,
if I was put
I'm not a
in
pussy
like
by
the
choice, dude. I
situation
just
to where
can't
like,
take
if I was getting confronted by somebody, then I'd probably fight back. Because I'm
Isaiah,
not a
I'd like to
bitch like I
fight you
used to
too,
be.
I
honestly.
think almost everyone here would fight back if they're getting confronted. Like, I'm not the type of person to like ever try and start some shit because I'm just not about that. But like, I don't really take
I'm scared.
I don't really take shit well.
Yeah, he doesn't take shit well. Don't shoved me once. I remember. I didn't really like think much about
I
it because
shoved
I
me too.
deserved it. I wasn't gonna do anything. I just like it kind of ticked me off a little bit. But I was like, fuck it, I deserved it. I don't care. But
And no, I was in
I'm
full
the
sorry
person that
mode.
like I could like I get pissed off pretty easily, but I try to control myself.
Sebas is the type of person in the group to be able to actually kill somebody but never use it.
See, this is the type of person to
Okay.
shoot up the school.
Fucking, I remember I got super pissed off at Alexis for like saying some shit to me in middle school that like about my brother or something like that. Like he said some shit to me about my brother and it was pretty fucked up. And I remember we were by the fucking water thing, like we're right about to go outside or getting water. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
said some shit to me. I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" For like, I was going off on him, dude. I called him fat and shit like that. And I told him I was gonna beat the shit out of him if he said that. If he said it to me again, I told him I was gonna beat the shit out of him. But that was when
Yeah.
Alexis was a complete piece of shit.
Everybody.
Because there was a-
No, I was just annoying.
He was annoying.
I remember.
Extremely annoying.
I remember back in seventh grade. Seventh grade was like the lowest point of my attitude because I was picking on everybody. I thought I was invincible, so I was talking shit to everybody. I found out real
Yeah.
quick that I wasn't. In like eighth grade, like I was still the same, but I was trying to
You
figure
were
out
like-
what to do with my life in eighth
You're a
grade.
little bit better.
You were a little better
Yeah.
because remember in like 7th grade you just like say shit to me and
Guys?
it like get me annoyed.
Guys,
Huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm,
then,
I'm
like,
gonna I'm gonna
Jeremy
be here,
sent
but
me
I'm
shit
gonna
about
mute
you.
my mic because my grandma kind of brought me teriyaki. So
Alright, sounds
Oh
good.
my god.
Dude,
Martin,
I want to
alright.
hear you chew.
Martin, I
No, we
remember
don't. No, we
seventh grade,
don't.
like I was
That's not
talking
good for
shit to you,
podcast.
and like Jeremy, he fucking set me straight about you, so I stopped like trying to be.
Wait,
I was
who?
really
Jeremy.
trying to change in eighth grade,
You
but
cut
like
it out.
Beyond scared straight.
Yeah, what did you just say?
What'd you say?
I seventh grade, I was talking shit to Martin and everybody else, and Jeremy. Can I say his last name?
Strong
You
dude
keep
or
cutting
tall
Just say
dude?
the initial.
Initial.
Tall one.
H. Alright, he's talking about H. Yeah, what about him?
Henry?
Alright.
Oh, my
Okay,
bad.
so like I was like I remember I was
Bruh.
talking shit about you and like everybody else, and like Jeremy, he walks over, he was like, "Dude, stop being an asshole," and like he got into like a heated like conversation, and like he told me to like change my way.
Hey, 'cause
That pretty much
he's
worked.
reasonable. Jeremy's really reasonable about stuff.
Tony, it
Yeah,
did not
and, like,
work.
Eighth grade, I tried to change. I was doing better, but like I say, like right now, I'm at the point where I pretty much know what to.
Yeah, you know, you're chill and everything. Somebody told me once that in elementary school they thought you would be the one to shoot up the school. So luckily you're not.
I
We all
I
joked
know
about
who
that.
said
Tony
that.
literally, oh my god, Tony's
He looks. He has a look of it.
sophomore his ID card, the picture, bro, he literally looks like a fucking school shooter.
Dude, this is what I like to point out. Tony did not come to our school freshman year until like it was like 4 months in, right?
Bro, no. He said,
I
"Yeah,
got
guys, I'm
there
gonna come
in-
at the beginning of the year," and then like second semester ends, this guy's like, "Yeah, guys, I'm here. I got an
Uh,
offer."
Yeah,
it
he
was
literally didn't
first
come there.
Semester.
Yeah,
It was
I got
second
there in
quarter.
It was
fucking
like towards
January.
the end, dude.
I got there in January.
it was like November. Or
It was
something.
January? No.
No, it
Yeah,
was
I got there
January.
in January.
Yeah, it was literally
Yeah,
towards
it was
the
really
end of
close
the
to the
first
end.
semester.
I-
Okay, here's the thing. I was
Wait
out
a
of
minute.
school for a month and a half.
This is the first
Yeah.
time I actually like heard somebody say something about Tony looking like a school shooter. Because of course we all made jokes, but I was with
Yeah.
somebody and we were walking down the hallway, right? And Tony, I this is like the second time I've seen Tony in like a long time. He's like, "Hi, Martin," you know, he's trying to act like retarded and shit. The person next to me, this is what they said. They said, "Yo, that kid over there, he's in my English class, right? He scares the fuck out of me. Like I think that kid's gonna shoot up our school one day." And I was like,
I know
"Tony?"
exactly who
Shut up,
said
shut up,
that.
shut up.
I know.
I know. But they told me, and I was like, Tony, nah. Tony's like, of course he's like retarded and shit, but like he wouldn't do that shit. And they said, look, just telling you right now, you gotta calm your friend down, cause out of your whole group
Just
of
watch your back.
friends, he's the scariest one, and you have
Hey,
scary
bro.
ass friends. And I was
Bro,
like, yeah, I know.
naturality, bro. CUS is the scariest one.
Tony-
I don't know. Some person
Yo,
could just say
Sebas is
one
the
thing about him,
scariest one.
he will snap, and then probably pull out like an AK-47 and kill everyone.
Yeah,
Sebas doesn't
scares
really
me.
have a lot of emotion, so like I feel like he could literally kill someone and like. it wouldn't
Sebas
even
and
faze him.
Baldo. Sebas and Baldo, they scare me.
Baldo's incredible as hell.
Baldo's very reserved. Like he. Yeah.
No, bro, you don't.
Dude, let's get Baldo on the podcast.
No, he's like
Baldo is
reserved, but like I feel like he could like really fuck someone up.
he is crazy strong,
Bro,
right?
Baldo knows how to
I'm
commit murder and get away with it,
Felix
bro.
level.
Yeah, I feel like Baldo could be up to fucking Felix.
I honestly,
Dude,
bro,
Baldo's
Baldo's on
fucking-
another level,
So
bro.
talking about Felix,
He is.
in 8th grade, look, this is what we were doing. I was
Uh-oh.
still being like a little, fucking not bullied, but like somebody tried making me get into a fight with Dylan for a piece of Taki, right? Remember that, Dylan?
What?
Outside,
Wait,
outside we were
Oh yeah, it was
it was
Yeah, I
Udi-
know.
yeah, he said, holy shit.
yeah, it was.
But they said, Martin, if you want this Taki, I want you to drop Dylan. Right? Oh my god, can you close the door? Thank you.
What the fuck?
And
don't remember.
Dylan obviously like he heard it and he was like chill about it and he was like, hey, I'll act like you just dropped me. And I said, all right. So I just like I did like a little push on him, like a slight push.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah,
we were
and
like,
they'll
we were
just
like,
drop down and I got my Taki, right?
we were fucking around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, bro, I got you, dog. I'm gonna just literally fucking fall over.
Yeah, he fell over and I got my Taki and they're like, all right, this other kid, fucking Joseph, bro. And he's like, this kid's like pretty strong. Like he was about my strength at this time, right? And he's like shorter than me.
Bro, he's the height of Alex but the strength of Felix.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah,
pretty
so-
strong.
yeah, Joseph was-
He was scary
Yeah.
because he was really bony, and I was scared that he was actually gonna like punch me. And he's like, "All right, drop him." I was like, "Fuck!" And then he like was like tugging me and shit. I laid this kid out so fucking hard. That's Brayden. I just grabbed.
Martin, weren't we all there?
Yeah, I mean, I put my arm around his. Brayden talks about it a lot. That's the thing. I put my arm around his chest and I put my foot in front of his behind his leg. I just threw him on the ground and I got my Taki, right? I was like, shit, let's go. Everybody was like, oh shit, he really
I remember
did that.
this.
Yeah, and then they said, now fight Felix. I was like, fuck.
Moving up the food chain here. Get the
Dude, I
Felix.
would
Yeah,
never
like,
fight.
oh.
I would never fight Felix. Me and him almost got into a fucking fight with 2 other kids during PE, and honestly, I was excited to see how like badly he would fuck him up.
Yeah,
Oh,
see,
no.
well, it
Felix,
wasn't
Felix.
fi-
Oh,
It wasn't fighting what we were doing. It was
I don't know if
wrestling.
Felix would really like be like good at fighting. I'm not sure, but like he would definitely be able to like
The
fuck
punches
someone
would
up.
oh no,
hurt.
I don't know if
he
he would be good at like actual fighting, but like damage wise.
Yeah, because like we said, he's like dweeby, and he's not
He's a
the type to
powerhouse.
do that. But he's really fucking strong. Like
So-
he would lift someone up.
Talking about lifting up. We were supposed to wrestle and drop. This kid, the second it started, we were outside and there's like we didn't know there was teachers watching. So he ran at my legs and he lifted me up like I was nothing. And back then I was about 200 something pounds. I was like about 10 pounds
Jesus.
bigger than this kid. He lifted me up like I was nothing. I held onto his back and he like threw me, and I managed to like get up. I don't know, like I was like halfway thrown, and I managed to get up, and I was on him, and this is all I hear. Since we all speak Spanish and shit, I hear maestra, 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 maestra.
I think that was me, bro.
Yeah, Alex too. Everybody was like maestra, maestra, which
Me and
means
Alex.
teacher. And
No shit.
we didn't hear. We barely heard it, and then the second me and Felix heard that, there's this bitch teacher. I see her far away. Me and Felix stand up, and we like just brush off that we're dirty, and we walk away. She comes up, she's like, you, points at me and Felix, and we go in. Vice principal's there. We're at the stage, right? It's the lunch.
Oh
And he's
yeah, I
like-
remember this.
And the principal was like,
Fucking hate that bastard.
yeah, and Felix was just like, all right. Not Felix. The principal's like, all right, so I heard that you guys were fighting. And me and Felix like, no, we're friends. Like, me and him were saying, no, we're friends. He's like, all right. I was like, all right, I believe you guys are friends. Look, I believe you guys, because you guys are not bad kids, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, but I heard this new game called, like, 6 Seconds, where yeah, he said,
I hated that game just because the amount of seconds.
yeah, he's like, oh yeah, it's a game where even friends, like, they fight each other for 6 seconds, and then they like just go off, like nothing. And then it was like, nah, we never heard about that game. We never heard about that game back then, because it wasn't really It like
it was
just
like
started
very
up.
like
It like just
low.
started up.
Did that like all the way to freshman. That doesn't really happen much
It
more.
doesn't happen anymore.
No,
I
it
think
still
kinda
happens.
does. Kinda
I
does.
think
Still
I
happens.
saw it
Still
Not
happen
as
one
much.
time.
It's not
Still
as
happens.
like common.
But
Definitely
yeah,
not as
we were
common.
of course, and then we like.
I think I saw it happen one time, but like the other kid just kept backing up. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of fucking
Can
stories.
I tell
about
this
that.
part? The part about the fucking where he comes in into the hall and shit, or to the whole fucking 8th grade hall.
Who?
What's up?
The vice principal.
All right, go. Mine is
Yeah,
finished.
sure.
We
What
got
about
we got in, we didn't get in trouble at all, and we just sat at the table. But tell it.
Mhm.
All right. All I remember was because I didn't know what the fuck was happening prior. I had heard of 6 seconds, but like I never heard of anyone doing it. I just heard like, oh, I was like, what's 6 seconds? They're like, oh, it's where you
Dude.
fight like someone for 6
Urban
seconds.
legend.
Go as hard as you can. I was like, oh shit, that's cool-ish, I guess. Whatever. But they called us, like they had the teachers come into every single classroom and be like, like, oh, like, everyone go out into the hall right now. Boys only.
Oh,
And
this?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
we
god,
all
dude, that was
this
stupid.
is so dumb.
we all fucking
That was
went out
literally
there
stupid as
and
fuck.
we all did that fucking stupid thing where we all have to sit on the ground and like around the area and like watch the middle for the principal, whoever else was there. And he was like, so there's this game, 6 seconds is going around. You guys gotta stop doing that, and no, it's bad, and it's teaching you to be irresponsible and fucking bullshit. And then he fucking said that the bathrooms were like the bathrooms we weren't allowed to go in there. No,
The
that's
kids
not
were
what it was.
caught
It was
smoking in the bathrooms.
that was a
Oh,
different
that
one.
too.
No,
Oh.
it was he told us that if there was a single mention of the phrase 6 seconds, you would get a
Yeah.
referral. You get a referral if you said 6 seconds.
And there was something about the bathrooms too, right? Like,
Yeah, and then
What was
because
that-
there
what
was
was
like
that
a
about?
fucking it was because my friend Nathan, you guys remember him? The
Yeah, I
fucking
remember Nathan.
Yo,
guy
The
with the
crackhead?
eyebrow
Yeah, of course.
piercing.
I remember
Well,
him
nah,
from
he acted like a
elementary.
crackhead. He was a really funny dude, though.
Yeah, he was a
Yo.
cool guy. He was my brother, but like he kind of stopped talking to me a while back for some reason.
he
But
ripped it off.
he was caught fucking smoking a cigarette in the bathroom. In the fucking bathroom, he was smoking a cigarette,
Dog.
and he got fucking caught. And then they had us all. And then when we went out there for the 6 seconds BS, they were also like, and because caught someone smoking in the bathroom, the boys' bathroom is gonna be closed from here until like what was it like? Well, how long was it?
It was a few weeks,
A
right?
couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I think a few, like 2 to
And
3
we
weeks.
literally
It was
got nothing
only
but
ever the
fucking-
boys' bathroom that were
Uh-huh.
closed.
No, it was once
They
it
did
was the girls.
one time,
because
but,
of
like, they
graffiti.
literally
No,
closed the
the
boys'
girls.
bathroom.
Yeah, no. And then they took all the girls out and they started talking to I don't know what the hell.
I remember one
Yeah,
time, like
girl
we were
shit.
about to go on a field trip, but like the bathrooms were closed and I had to piss really bad.
No,
Okay,
bro.
but yeah, they talked to the girls after us about, or not. I don't think it was after us then, but like after us one time,
Yeah, it
and
was
told
another
us
time.
that and told them that I remember because someone like one of the girls told me they're like, yeah, we're not allowed to go and use the girls' bathroom anymore because of like graffiti and all.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, 'cause people they would write shit on like the stalls and shit, like making fun of other girls and stuff. That type of shit.
Stupid shit. Yeah.
Yo, girls
Yeah,
drama
like-
in that was crazy. Girl drama in middle school is
It
crazy.
was. It really
But
was.
you wanna know? Alright, so a couple months ago, I was on my Snapchat and I have kids from middle school on my. It was like one kid, and he posted a picture. The girl's bathroom had a noose in it, hanging from the ceiling.
What?
Oh my god.
There was
what
a
the
noose hanging
fuck?
from the ceiling, and somebody took a picture of it and posted it on their story. And like, oh
At
my
Agnes?
god, yeah, at Agnes. Yo.
Jesus.
What?
And they were
fuck?
like, it wasn't like a rope, like a rope, but it was like big enough to look like a rope. You know, it couldn't actually choke out somebody,
Mm,
but it was like
okay.
it was pretty thick, like not rope thick, but it was a pretty thick like thing. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, and I was like, guys, it's a
Yarn.
fucking noose.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it was really like scary and menacing and shit. It was nice. It was a pretty nice like tight noose. Like
You said
Sebas
that
would
was
be
a few
proud.
months ago.
I
Hey.
don't remember. It was like
Why would
freshman year or a
Sebas
few
be
months ago.
proud?
Because Sebas
What
knows
about
how
me?
nooses. Sebas knows how to like tie noose and shit.
Was Sebas in like
What?
Boy Scouts?
Apparently I do. Yeah.
Dude, I remember in 7th grade, dude, I gave Cyrus like a shoelace. I found, and he just started. He looked up how to tie a noose, and he tied one, and then gave
You
it to me.
guys, do you guys remember the How to Tie a Noose song, bro?
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. Sebas.
This
Sebas
is how you tie a noose. It's easy if you're not obtuse. That's how it. That's
Yeah.
how it starts.
I remember that song.
Okay,
All
y'all
you need
remember
is a rope and a band and all your hope.
Isaiah,
you guys remember those 2 times that like the fire department was called because someone lit a fire in the girls' bathrooms?
Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah,
I know who that
a
was.
little bit.
yeah,
Who
we
was
already
it?
said who it
Who,
was.
who was it? Who was it?
Alright,
Yeah,
fine,
who
say
was
it.
it?
Who did you
It was
hear that it
Elida.
was?
It was Elida.
Yeah.
That's what you heard?
yeah.
No, that's
I
not what I
still
heard.
don't
That's
know
what
who
she
Elida
told me.
is.
That's what she said. I remember she said that she did that.
I don't
I've
know.
heard-
She did it for the
That's just
clout.
I've heard Elida
Oh my
that like did that shit.
fuck.
Wham, shut the fuck up.
Wait,
Jesus.
let me just say the
Alright,
last
I'm
name.
gonna. I'm
God,
just,
it's not
I'm
that
just
hard.
gonna look. Okay.
Literally got that.
Hopefully they have an Instagram because who the fuck is Elida?
Ask
Do you
Tony,
have
bro.
a-
He
a
probably got an
yearbook?
Instagram.
No, I know her. I know her Instagram. I can send. I'm not gonna send it to you because that's too
No,
much
but
work.
just
and I
like
don't want
I
to,
just
but-
like you guys
like-
talk
She
about
was
her,
a
but
great
like
under
I
us.
don't know who
She
she
was a
is.
great under
She
us.
was. She was.
No,
weird.
she wasn't.
No,
She was in
Oh,
her
wait, no,
grade,
she was in
dumbass.
her-
Elida was
She was in her grade.
Yo, Mark,
Uh,
you're
She
lucky.
had English. She had English with me, Jose, and Isaiah. Like,
Ah, shit for that.
Yeah, and also, she had science with me and Amanda was like her friend all throughout
Yeah.
like the whole thing.
yeah, it was weird. I had other classes there. I was nice to her. Like, I tried to be nice to her, but I never really.
She called
I
me
tried
Dingle.
to, but oh no.
Isaiah,
What?
Call you?
She called me. She
Elida.
fucking called me Dingle.
Tingle. I think I remember that.
Dingle. I don't know why. She would always be like, "Hi, Dingle," and it's like, "What the fuck?" And I remember, like we were roasting each other or some shit, and I roasted her about how she's always like shaky and like twitchy, and she
Yeah,
said something about how
she's
she had,
like
cerebral
Tweak from
palsy.
fucking South Park. That's what she reminds me of.
It's because she
He's
has like
gay?
cerebral palsy or something like that.
From what?
Oh, she has cerebral palsy. She actually.
Yeah, but it's like
Oh, fuck.
minor, like super minor, and that's why her hands are always like in erratic
Yeah.
shapes and shit, and she's always
Yeah, she
twitchy.
did some weird shit with her hands. She was very fucking weird.
Oh my god, dude! I remember last year when I was at first
Anyways.
before I transferred to the school that had some like LGBT parade inside the school, and I saw a lot of she had an LGBT flag on her cheek. Okay, her hair was cut so short she looked like Carol from The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I don't get that
Wait
reference,
a
and neither
second.
does anyone
I
else
don't
except
get
for
that
probably
reference.
Leo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sebas
I know who
said it.
Elida is. That,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, but
Like
It's
after
a
no,
week
after
ago.
Tony said that like she cut her hair, I remember Tony like sending a picture or something. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that.
Cut her hair, like,
I
super
sent the
short
picture.
and dyed it,
Really?
like silver.
Yeah, she had silver hair.
Anyways,
Dude,
moving
she-
on from
Oh my
Elida.
god, why'd that take me forever?
Okay. She was friends with my second ex. Such a fuck. I hate it.
Okay.
I don't know how many exes you have. Tony, how many exes you have?
Two.
Oh.
What, you
The
think I'm
one
a
in
fucking-
Line-
Philadelphia or whatever.
Yeah.
The one that the
Tony
catfish,
got
the
Okay,
catfish.
catfish.
That
The
one
cat-
does. Oh my
catfish.
god.
The catfish and the
Oh
one he
my
raped them.
god.
Tony got
Dude,
catfish and then he got
no.
raped, dude. That's fucking crazy.
No,
Hey,
no, no, no,
guys.
And I
listen,
thought
like,
my love
here's
life
the
was
thing.
fucking
3 weeks
crazy.
ago,
Okay,
I
okay,
had
everyone shut
like
the fuck
another
up. Tony's gonna
girlfriend.
tell me what happened.
I got another
Restart.
girlfriend back in January, but she broke up. But she cheated on me 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Dude,
Remember
2 weeks is
when
just a
Mark
bad time
and
for you.
No, wait,
catfished
wait,
the
wait,
girl
wait,
with the
wait, wait.
photo?
Who cheated on you?
Wait,
My
she said
second
like
ex.
What's your name?
Isaiah cheated on Tony?
Wait, Isaiah, what were you saying?
Wait, no.
oh my. Okay, no, I was asking Tony because I want to hear it from the horse's mouth and not the faggot's mouth.
Lumpy.
But
Okay.
like,
I
want-
got 2 girlfriends this sophomore year. One in November and the second one in January. The
Oh,
second
yeah, I
one
remember.
cheated on me.
January doesn't count.
Wait,
It
wait.
counts still, right? Just let it. Just
It
let it,
was
like,
a
think.
real life
shut up.
relationship.
Let him fucking talk.
It was real life. It lasted 2 weeks and then she cheated on me.
Yeah, but you said that she fucking raped you.
That was the first
No,
one. That was the no.
Tony,
Okay,
you in
okay.
2 weeks. Like 2
The
weeks is
first
like
one.
Tony,
What-
She was-
okay, what happened with
she
the
was
first
literally
one?
guilt tripping me, saying that she was gonna like cut herself if I didn't fuck her.
What the fuck?
You believe that?
Tony, she
Yeah.
did.
No,
She would
okay,
actually.
that's not something to laugh about, guys. That's really
I know,
fucked
I
up.
know.
I'm
sorry,
still a
bro.
retard,
Yeah.
okay?
You didn't tell us about that, Tony. I never knew that. You just
Dylan.
Tony. You,
What do you
guys
mean?
are
I told
so
you about it.
fucking- You guys are such punks. I'm sorry, Tony. That's fucked up, dude.
That's okay.
Like, that's actually fucked up.
Tony, you
Right now-
recorded a
oh,
voice
okay,
message
okay,
of
here's
you
something.
fucking her.
Here-
Yeah. Don't
Dude,
even.
oh
like,
my
you're
God.
You're trying to get feel bad points. You're trying to
I'm
guilt
Can
sorry.
we please get
I'm
off the
sorry.
You're
fucking
trying to guilt
voicemail?
trip all
Can we
of us.
please get off the voicemail? Oh my
Tony?
I
god.
mean, you sent it. You
It
That
was
happened
so
months ago.
weird. It was so weird.
Jesus
Why
Christ.
did you even
Christ.
record it?
Dude,
Lay off it. That happened
I was
months
just
ago.
chilling in the parking lot of grocery outlet, bro.
This is
And I just
so
get the voice
fucked.
message like, Lamau,
Let's
look at this
just
funny
drop
YouTube
the
video.
whole
And then I get,
thing.
haha,
It's
Lamau,
all
listen to Tony
stupid.
moan.
God.
No, but like, I
I
mean,
think we should
alright,
like stop.
no,
Okay,
hold
here's
on,
the
hold
thing.
on.
My
I
first
wanna
ex,
say-
she keeps trying to contact me, but I keep telling her to fuck off, and she starts crying.
Moving on. I
No,
think.
no, no, no. I just want to
What do you
say,
say,
I just
man?
want to like end it on a note. Telling people that you're gonna kill themselves if they leave you, you're the lowest of people. You guys should actually kill yourselves. I don't believe that you guys
okay,
should
what
go on
the-
a
Martin,
road.
Martin.
Jesus Christ, Martin!
Holy
Wait.
shit.
Oh my god, we
Jesus
all
Christ.
fucking blew
You
up
got so loud right
quickly.
there. Wait,
the
wait.
Okay,
fuck?
okay,
Wait,
fucking no,
are
shut
you
up,
ending
shut
the
up. Okay,
podcast right
to
now?
say, to say
Cut,
what
cut.
Martin,
All right,
to
this
say what
arc is
Martin
over.
was saying, but in a better way. To say what he's saying, but in a better way. People who
Yes.
who threaten suicide to get what they want are like the lowest of the low, and you should seek mental help because like that's
Yeah,
fucked up, and
that's
you
a
shouldn't be.
fucking
You may not be
You don't
suicidal,
deserve
but there's
it.
something wrong with
Shit.
you.
No, look, it's just that
Of course.
people would never do it. It's just that they would they would shit. They would say it just because like they can
Cut.
say it, okay? Like that's just
Cut.
the problem.
And you know, it's like maybe
Shut the fuck
maybe they
up.
have like a
I've been
mental
through this
thing.
shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it all over high school, alright? Just don't do it. Like honestly, you're not getting anything out
I
of it.
know.
And you're just gonna be with somebody
Yeah.
that doesn't want to be with you. Like
Like,
if they don't want to
Yeah.
be with, they're not gonna
that's
show you
literally what
affection, and you're just gonna be alone.
I
You're just gonna be
finished
more
my
sad.
teriyaki.
You're gonna
Good job, Sebas.
you're gonna be more sad being with them than if you actually broke up with them. I mean, I can't really say shit. I also kind of said that, but you know, fuck it.
Wait, Martin, are
You
you ending the
like
podcast
that
right
You
now?
know,
Oh my
Said
god.
some shit like that, Martin.
She said it
We
first.
all
All
have-
right, we're done.
She said
She
it.
said
it
That
first.
makes it
Martin.
better.
real quick though, real quick. I just
Are we
I
ending
want
the
to
podcast
say
Yeah,
right
Isaiah,
now?
let Isaiah make a statement.
like if you have like a mental problem, like a mental issue with like your mental health and depression and shit like that, you should really seek help because like you know you might not think that people understand, but like people fucking understand, and like I know what it feels like to be hopeless and shit like that. So like it's good. Like you need to seek help because like you know you may tell yourself like, hey, I can get through this on my own, but honestly you're fighting a losing battle because you're fighting with yourself, you know. And if you're doing things like guilt tripping people about your mental health issues to make them do things, then you should really seek mental help because that's a really bad thing to do, and it's you know it's abuse, quite
It's
literally it's
yeah,
abuse.
Yeah, it's literally.
You're doing something on somebody else. They're not gonna love you, okay?
That's
Like they're
emotional.
already over you, and they want to get it. They want to like not be with you, and you're just threatening to like kill yourself. You're
It's
not doing
even
any.
always that. It's like they literally they can't talk right now. Like it's literally sometimes it's as simple as that, and
Yeah.
they say shit like that.
It's simple as
know.
like I can't hang out with you, and then they will like say shit.
Yeah.
Like, people just gotta know
You
like
can't hang out
if-
with me.
if
I don't
you-
deserve to live.
if you
Who's
do.
playing GTA?
Are you playing GTA?
No,
Alexis.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But look, like
didn't hear that.
you don't deserve to be in a relationship if you can't handle all that shit. You don't deserve to be in a relationship if you can't handle just being away from that certain person for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Coming from
A
me,
long
that
time is
means a
super
lot.
important.
All right, people think that hanging out with their significant other every single day, every single second would make them happy. It doesn't. I have had a lot of people talk to me.
Relationship top with.
I've had a lot of people talk to me saying that that they lost themselves. They said, "I lost myself. I don't know who I am." And I'm like, "What have you changed?" And they said, "I just hang out with them every day." And I don't know. I guess that's like that kind of mess with me, you know, like And I'm like, you gotta distance yourself too. You know that? Like, you gotta spend time with your friends. Don't push away your friends when you're in a relationship. I mean, Isaiah talks to us, right? Isaiah isn't like those people. Isaiah, he has a girlfriend. He hangs out with her a lot and shit, you know. But that's because he can't, like, really hang out with her outside of school all the time. Right, Isaiah? And Isaiah still talks to us, and he's still, like, really cool with us, you know? Like, it's not like he
The number one
pushed.
homie.
He
There's
did
still
not just push
communication.
us out of the
There's-
way like us other people that do it. Okay, like just know
Yeah.
that distance from that person, like it matters a lot.
Welcome-
and that's why
Welcome to
people-
Mathcast episode 4. You know,
Relationship talk.
relationship
hold on,
advice.
hold on.
Relationship
I
advice
have one
by
more
Martin.
thing
You know,
to say.
Martin, I'm gonna be honest
have one
with
more
you.
thing to
Like,
say.
you've been talking for so long that like I kind of like
Yeah, I know.
wasn't listening for like
Alright, guys.
the last.
Martin, I have one more thing to say.
All right.
Okay, so like, I know like my past with you guys and like how you guys used to feel about me, but I feel like I'm a lot better now than I used to be back then.
I mean, we do think that you're better than you used to be. Trust us.
Obviously,
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but like I know that like even though I'm a major asshole to most of you guys, like I still care about you guys deep down. I really do.
Fucking gay or
Aw,
what?
Tony.
No, it's a,
Look at all
I'm
stuff.
being serious. I'm being
No.
serious. I'm being
I
serious.
know. Honestly,
like,
though, like
I
with
really
Tony-
care about all you guys, even though I have arguments with you guys all the time and I annoy the fuck out of you. I really
with
do care
Tony,
about you
I
guys.
feel like a lot of
That may be the
like,
nicest thing he's ever said to any
Tony,
of us.
look, you're like
All
the
of us
best thing
shit
that
on
happened
Tony?
to me, bro. You know why? Cause you just took my position. You took my position on where I was. I was being bullied like you, and then you came into the group and we all started bullying you. I would like to thank you so much, cause honestly, I feel like if it wasn't for you, I'd be the Tony in the group and I'd be fucked. A
No.
lot. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I would.
not even Martin, not even.
People
but, like,
used to call me the Tony
honestly,
in the group.
Tony, we shit on Tony a lot, but like I feel like me and Tony have like very similar like pasts, and so I just
You guys
feel
are
like
both white.
sure, yeah.
Bro,
both the
Tony's
white ones in the
Hispanic,
group.
bro. Remember.
And so like I try to be nicer on
Oh
Tony.
my
I
God.
feel like
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Anyways, like
Okay.
you guys
Yeah.
really make me happy, and I'm glad I met all of you because you guys make me a lot happier.
This is very gay, even for me.
Oh, you know.
Very gay.
Shut the fuck up, Alexis, you cunt.
See, Isaiah.
Tony-
thank you, Isaiah.
I'm gonna be honest with you too, dog. Like, you know, as much as I like shat on you and all that, like as a fucking person would fuck with you constantly. And although I still do want to fight you, but that's not because I don't like you. It's just I want to fight you. Like, you're one of the most valuable members of this fucking group because like you play such an important role of being the target of like the shitting on that brings all of us together.
I
Oh
couldn't
my
agree more.
And like, I know that sounds kind of fucked up, but that's just the role that you play, you know?
He's the group
Like, that's
retard.
just-
Like
Yeah, like every group has one of those types, and like you are that type, and you play that role very fucking well.
very well.
Um,
Let's
but-
just say that.
But like, you are a really valued member of this group, and like we're glad that you're a part of this place here. We're glad that you're here with us. And just to address the rest of y'all, without you guys, I'm not sure, where I would be, because when I first started to have my mental health issues, you guys were the ones that were there for me most of the time, and you were the ones that I'd stay up with and talk with and shit like that. And, I want to thank y'all for being such great friends to me for the past, few years, and for not giving up on me like a lot of other people have. Y'all are the realest.
Even if we go
Yeah,
our
yeah,
separate
we've been
ways in
through
the
the same
future,
stuff, bro.
we'll remember you.
I'm- I am tearing up right now.
We're fine.
What the fuck? Alright, this is like one of the saddest episodes we've ever made.
Sad.
This is like
The
the
only,
most
like,
saddest.
It's
This is the only podcast where we've been like serious on some things.
I mean, yeah, because there's a lot of. I mean, with Isaiah being here, we
It's
can make
nice,
it
you know?
all nice and jokes and shit. But like, I was happy that Isaiah was gonna come on here because I really wanted to like talk to. I really
there-
wanted him to like just give his knowledge on shit. Like, cause
We're gonna have him
knows a lot of
on
shit.
obviously more because like there'll be podcasts where I'm excited for that, where we will tell stories or like just random topics and go deep into that, which we didn't really do on this.
We all still have like some stories we could talk
We
about.
can. We have
Well,
stories.
Seriously,
we
I'm
have,
not
Alexis?
out of story.
I'm not out of
Alexis
stories.
just
We took 2 days ago.
Stop.
Marcus,
the
Marcus,
fuck
no, no,
Dude,
no.
Jesus
Alexis
Christ.
just Alexis
Keep
just
that
allowed
in,
me to
keep
play
that in, keep
Overwatch.
that in.
No, no,
Honestly.
no.
Oh my
no,
Yes,
god.
No.
it's fun.
No.
Like we're not short on stories or anything, but
We're
like,
not
No.
short on stories.
Legal.
Just
No.
know, like, I know we
Legal.
ramble on
No.
a lot and we say a lot of stuff, but you guys just like whoever, like the 20 actual people that watch it, because we know like 10 of those extra views are just us rewatching it.
it doesn't.
Like honestly, like just know we are not out of stories. We're 15, 16. Like Sebastian's like almost
It's
17.
just beginning.
We have a lifetime
Oh,
of
fuck
stories
you,
to
man.
go through.
We
We have-
have 2 more
Fuck
years
you,
in high
man.
school. All of us have 2 more years in high school.
Yo,
we have
Sebas?
2 more years to live.
Plus, we have a
can
full
make
life
stuff
ahead of us.
happen.
2 more
I
years to live.
promise you. We have 2 more years basically to live. Like live life, you know?
We have a group pact. We're killing ourselves on graduation
Jesus
night.
Christ, bro. I'm turning 17 in like what?
Couple months. Yeah, but just like no, like I know we ramble a
Guys,
lot and like how we
think
bring
about
back. Huh.
How famous will we get if we actually all kill ourselves?
7 months and I'm 17.
Alexis, no.
All right,
No.
no, but like, look,
Alexis,
we're
I
just not out
like
of
the way
stories.
you think.
We
Dylan,
will
no.
do. We will actually do like.
We fake our death.
Wait, Martin's
Big
been
Yeah.
talking?
All right, like Martin
Yeah.
said, that we have. I think that we should talk about like what we've done.
No.
No, okay,
No.
let's bring
No.
this up. Let's bring this
No.
up afterwards. Yeah,
No.
we'll
No, we're
keep
not.
it.
Yo, Sebas,
No,
Fuck
we're
you.
not.
Sebas, you little bitch. Why the hell do you have your career
Dylan,
profile on private?
understand me.
It's
My
alright.
what?
We have so.
Why you have your
we
career
much more stories.
career profile on private, little
On
bitch?
what?
On Overwatch, bro.
Okay.
All right.
What? I've
Alright,
never
we
been
should.
on my
We need
career.
to end. So
Alright,
Yeah.
so look, yeah, anyways, more stories.
I got
more
some
stories
stuff to
coming
say.
soon. Trust me, the second, like maybe soon, or I don't know. It depends on like everybody's, what everybody thinks about it. We have stories about stuff we did, recently and
Maybe-
about a
or
year
maybe
ago.
not.
Maybe.
Ha ha ha.
And I don't know. We're really
Buenos
like
dias.
we don't really want to talk. Like we just don't want to get caught. All right, let's be
Yeah.
honest. We just don't want to get
This
caught.
has been a very deep and wholesome podcast. I just want to
Yeah.
say I love you guys. You know, Bean Boys for life.
Unless
And-
boy.
And always remember, Sebas is still horny.